Respect isn't something that can be demanded. It's earned through actions, through the way you carry yourself, and through the way you treat others. Yet many people unknowingly sabotage their own ability to gain respect by holding on to habits that push it away. These habits may feel harmless or even necessary in certain situations, but over time, they erode credibility, weaken confidence, and create an impression that doesn't command the respect you deserve. One of the biggest respect killers is constantly seeking validation. It's natural to want approval. Everyone wants to feel seen, valued, and appreciated. But when your sense of worth depends entirely on how others perceive you, you give away your power. People respect those who trust their own decisions, who don't need constant reassurance before making a move. Think about it. When someone is always asking, "Do you think this is good? Should I do this? Am I making the right choice?" It signals insecurity. And while people may give advice, deep down, they respect those who can stand firmly behind their own choices. Confidence isn't about always being right. It's about trusting yourself even when there's uncertainty. This doesn't mean ignoring feedback or shutting out different perspectives. Growth comes from listening, learning, and evolving. But there's a difference between considering advice and depending on approval. The moment you stop looking around for validation and start trusting your own instincts, people will start seeing you in a different light. They'll respect your ability to think independently, to take responsibility for your actions, and to stand by your decisions, whether they lead to success or lessons learned. Another habit that destroys respect is overpromising and under-delivering. Words carry weight, and every time you commit to something, people take note. When someone consistently fails to follow through, their credibility crumbles. Think about those people who always say, "I'll call you tomorrow," but never do. Or those who promise, "I'll get it done by Friday," yet miss the deadline. At first, it may seem like small, forgettable mistakes, but over time, a pattern forms, and once people start associating you with empty promises, their respect for you diminishes. It's tempting to say yes to everything. Maybe it's to avoid disappointing others, maybe it's to look capable, or maybe it's just out of habit. But every broken commitment chips away at trust. The reality is, people don't respect those who say all the right things. They respect those who actually do what they say. It's far better to be upfront about limitations than to make promises you can't keep. And when you do commit to something, make sure you deliver, and if possible, exceed expectations. That's how trust is built. That's how respect is earned. Another habit that silently eats away at respect is avoiding difficult conversations. No one enjoys conflict. It's uncomfortable, it's awkward, and for some it feels outright terrifying. But avoiding tough conversations doesn't make problems go away. It just lets them grow in silence. Whether it's setting boundaries, addressing misunderstandings, or giving honest feedback, people respect those who have the courage to speak up when it matters. Think about someone in your life who never tells you what's wrong, but instead bottles up frustration, lets resentment build, or talks behind people's backs. Over time, this kind of behavior weakens trust. On the other hand, think about someone who respectfully but directly addresses issues when they arise. Someone who doesn't play games, doesn't avoid confrontation, but also doesn't create unnecessary drama. That kind of person earns respect. Difficult conversations aren't about being aggressive or confrontational. They're about being honest, even when it's uncomfortable. They're about communicating with clarity and fairness. When you develop the ability to address issues directly and respectfully, people see you as someone with integrity, someone who values honesty over convenience. And that's the kind of person people respect. But perhaps the most crucial habit that determines the level of respect you receive is how much respect you give yourself. Because here's the truth. The way you treat yourself sets the standard for how others treat you. If you constantly tolerate disrespect, if you let people walk over you, if you downplay your own worth, the world will follow your lead. Respect starts from within. If you don't respect your own time, others won't either. If you don't set boundaries, people will keep pushing. If you don't believe in your own value, others will struggle to see it too. It's not about being arrogant or entitled. It's about recognizing that self-respect is the foundation of all respect. This means standing up for yourself when needed. It means refusing to entertain toxic relationships. It means prioritizing your growth, your well-being, and your peace of mind. People are drawn to those who carry themselves with self-respect because it shows strength, confidence, and a deep understanding of one's own worth. At the end of the day, respect isn't about popularity, status, or wealth. It's about character. It's about the way you show up in the world, the way you handle challenges, and the way you treat both yourself and others. By eliminating these four habits, seeking constant validation, overpromising and underdelivering, avoiding difficult conversations, and neglecting self-respect, you don't just earn the respect of those around you, you also build a version of yourself that you can genuinely be proud of.